What's good, YouTube? Cardfight King here. AQUA Life Baby. You already know how it is. So sorry for the not making a video covering Navalgazer yesterday. As you can see, I'm in a U-Haul trucks, trying to help my mom move. So there's that. It's a bit busy, but I wanted to cover Navalgazer and Light Signals Penguin Soldier in this video. So we saw Light Signals Penguin Soldier this morning, and I actually kind of like him, so to speak. Now, I know some people were a bit screwed in. We're going to talk about Navalgazer last, because I want to talk about him in a little bit more detail, but I think, Light Signals Penguin Soldier is not as bad as some people are making him out to be. Obviously, he's not great, but I don't think he's terrible. So, what he does is, so he's a grade 1 8K. His first ability is you rest him, give a unit in the same column +5. Okay. His next ability is when your other unit attacks, if it's the 4th battle, that turns to 4th battle exactly. Wave 4 for some people. You retire him and you countercharge 1. So, looking at it first, we get a countercharging card. Looking at the second ability, we get a countercharging card already. Depending on how counterblast heavy we're going to be and whatnot, this could be a pretty decent card to use for that. Now, his first ability is what really is kind of more interesting in a way. So, with his first ability, you rest him and you give a unit the same column +5k. So, you do lose out on an 8k booster. But what he provides is, so what Aqua Force is a lot of little pokes, right? You do little pokes, and then your Vanguard's that big wave, that finish. So, it's like small, small little ripples, and then a big wave coming at you, so to speak. And so that's what we generally are. So let's say you're boosting a, you're boosting a, Lazarus. We can look at Lazarus, a 12k attacker, right? We're boosting Lazarus, so, the AK booster, and then if you tag a Vanguard, he's 12. So then that means that, you're going to be hitting for, 20k. So, that's a pretty decent number against a force. Against force, forces out at least a 15k, shield, like a crit trigger and whatnot. But if you rest the penguin, then you give Lazarus a +5k. So that means that he'll be swinging for 17, sure. But I don't think that it should be used for that unit specifically, for something like that. Light Signals Penguin Soldier, from what his card is, it's not to be put behind the Vanguard. It's to be put behind a rear guard that has a restanding ability. So essentially what we saw from what Algos is going to do, it seems like Algos can restand himself. You put it on Algos. So I don't know if Algos is going to gets any extra power or not off the top of my head, but we have not seen the fully revealed skill, the official fully revealed skill. With that being said, Algos, is a restanding rear guard. So what you would want to do is, like, sure, you can boost Algos and maybe he'll get a little extra power or something like that. And 8 on a 9 is going to be 8 on a 9 is definitely going to be a a 17k. So it's it's an okay number. It's a good number against non-force clans. Because that, means that they can't use like a draw trigger 5k to block it or anything like that, or intercept 5, that means they have to use at least a 10k shield to block it, which is good. But again, that's kind of not what you're going for. You're going to go for, the waves, the poking and things like that. So you rest him, you give 5k to like an Algos or something like that. Algos is at 14, so he's going to poke out an intercept or at least one card, or force a damage, force your opponent to take a damage, just from a 14k poke. That's all you want to do, and then he restands himself and he'll have 14k still. And if your opponent hits a trigger, they hit a trigger, but he's more or less just there to give your unit that little extra oomph of power so that you can just hit, so that your unit can be just hit, so that you can target, getting a card out your opponent's hand field, or put a damage on board. So that's basically what Light Signals Penguin Soldier That's what his usefulness is. Now, looking at Navalgazer. Navalgazer, so, you know, from what we've, from what we've seen, I don't know where the leak came from or anything like that, but, you know, I think we're all, we all think it's definitely Navalgazer just based on from what it looks like from the art compared to the old art. Navalgazer is when, when he attacks, if it's the third battle of the turn or more, you can counterblast one, stand one of your rear guards, and Navalgazer himself gets 10,000 power. Now, personally, I would have liked for my rear guard to get a little extra power, but it seems like his ability should be used on just restanding, the card in your Excel, on your Excel marker, really. But you never know. So, but he gets 10,000 power. So it turns a vanilla 12k swing into a 22k swing for his ability, and he only costs one counterblast, so that's definitely pretty interesting. I like this card. It seems as if we're we will have obviously specific battle requirements, and we're going to be restanding our rear guards, but I just want to know, with these battle requirements, with us restanding rear guards here and there, again, how much of it are we going to differentiate from Nova Grapplers? Are we going to be more counterblast efficient? Are we going to be, are we going to have more draw power than, whatnot? I know that Nova Grapplers generally hit harder, but are we good, where are we going to differentiate? If you look at something like Perfect Riser, he went on attack, you counterblast 2, and you stand 2 of your front row rear guards, and then if he hits, you get to give, if you have a Riser and Soul, you give +5 to a unit, and you countercharge 1. So they have their countercharge method based upon that unhit pressure. And I just want to know, are we going to get more just guaranteed pressure for less restands? Are we going to have our units just going to have less power, but more restand ability? For the pokes and things like that. Is our Vanguard, is our grade 3 Vanguard going to be stronger overall than something like what Perfect Riser is in something in that category? So again, even though we see what Navalgazer does, and he's going to hit 22, which is already more powerful hitting than what Perfect Riser is, it still brings into the question, what are we going to do? And I think that a lot of our deck is definitely going to be based around what is Maelstrom going to bring us, and the quality of rear guards that we get. That's what I think it really hinges on. It's like, how good is the quality of rear guard that they're going to provide with? How really good is Algos? How good is Tidal Assault going to look? I'm happy that my boy, my avatar from the old, from before the reboot, my boy Tidal Assault, coming back. So I'm definitely ready to get into some good mess with my boy Tidal Assault. You already know. I was actually hoping my boy Basil comes back too. That was my boy before Tidal Assault. I love Basil was, oh my gosh, like, I tell you, every time I saw Basil, man, I felt good. I felt real good, and like when I see Tidal Assault, I feel real good. That's my boy. That's my little avatar right there. But Algos is cool too. Back in the day, with Basil and Algos, put in some work together as well, man. Switch columns and whatnot. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what we're going to get as our mechanics, as our theme and whatnot starts to get more fleshed out with these reveals for Aqua Force during the V series. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about Navalgazer and Life Signals Penguin Soldier, our Penguin Jedi. You already know how that is. And I will come back at you with more content later on. I'm going to do another discussion video on the clans that we haven't seen yet for what Excel Protect, Force, and whatnot. So what markers they're going to be getting and whatnot. So yeah, I got a lot of content for you guys. I got a lot of content to bring you guys. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later. Aqua Life, baby. You already know. Peace.